Right. Kalana, good morning, Buddha. Can you hear me? Ipna?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Okay. Sanuli?
Good morning.
Good morning. Yes. Right. Right. Let me take your to page number 23. Page number 23. Page number 23. Page number 23. Okay, the number. Yeah, it's about change in supply and change in quantity supplied. We discuss same, not the same. That's a topic, Lama. Look at this change in quantity supplied. Second one, change in supply, Lama. Okay, they seem to be similar but not similar, totally different. Okay, change in quantity supplied, here change in supplied, Lama. Okay, what is the difference? Simple meaning is, Lamai, this change in quantity supplied is caused by change in price of the product itself. Okay, the Lamai. If my concern product is, let's say, supply of Coca-Cola, okay, the Lamai. Then change in quantity supplied of Coca-Cola is caused by change in price of Coca-Cola itself. Okay, the Lamai. Here, other factors remain constant. Other factors affecting supply remain constant. What are the other factors affecting supply, Alan? Except price of the product? Supply, yeah. Hmm? No, at the beginning, we have discussed some factors affecting supply of a product, Lama. Except price of the product, Sanuli? No. It is about demand. Sanuli, consumer income, prices of substitute goods, complementary goods. These are factors affecting demand. Okay, here now demand finished, Lama. It's gone. Now we are in supply. What are the factors affect supply? Determinants, Lama. Determinants of supply. Price of the product. What else, Lama?
Price of related goods.
Price of
Related goods.
related good. What else? You came that day. Fish. Number of sellers. There are two main factors, Lamai. None of you told me that. Huh? Before that? Yeah. Remember, these are the factors, Lamai. Other factors, number one, what did you say? Cost of production, Lamai. Right? That's a main factor affecting supply of a product. Number one, PX, yes, of course. Second one, Lamai, yes, prices of related goods. The other main one is, Lamai, cost of inputs. What are the cost of inputs, Lamai? Wage, raw material cost, electricity charges. Okay, the Lamai. This affects a lot. Okay. What else, Lamai? Then technology, number of sellers. What else, Lamai? Future price expectation, taxes, subsidies, government policies. Yes. Taxes, subsidies mean government policies. Yeah. These are the factors affecting supply of a product. Okay, the Lamai. In change in quantity supplied, Lamai, only price of the product changes itself. All other factors affecting supply remains constant. You get the point? When it comes to change in supply, Lamai, Change in supply is caused by change in other factors. What are the other factors, Lamai? PY, what else, Lamai? Cost of inputs, technology, number of sellers, etc. Okay, the Lamai. Here, these other factors affecting supply change while price of the product remains unchanged. What happens here? Price changes, other factors remain constant. Here, other factors remain constant while price of the product other factors change while price of the product remains constant. Okay, Lamai. That is the main difference between these two concepts. And other main one, Lamai, remember other main one, Lamai, here supply curve does not shift. Supply curve doesn't shift. Okay, price axis, quantity axis. Okay, the Lamai. Example now, assume price of this product 10 rupees and quantity supplied 1000 metric tons. Lamai. What does it mean? At price 10, producers are willing to supply 1000 units. Lamai. Producers are willing to supply 1000 units. Assume, Lamai, now price of the product increases to 15. Now price of this product is 15 rupees. Now what happens to quantity supply? Increase. Okay, the Lamai. This is called change in quantity supply. Here only one supply curve. Points are moving on along the supply curve, right? Sometimes it comes down. Only just points moving, Lamai. When it comes to this concept, Lamai, supply curve shifts. Supply curve shift. This original supply curve, assume S1. This supply curve can shift to right side, Lamai, or to left side. But the point. Okay, the one. Here supply curve doesn't change. There's only one supply curve, but points are moving along the supply curve. Here. What is the word, Lamai? Supply curve shifts to the left side or right side. Shifts. Yeah. From one place to another. You get the point, Lamai? Right? Okay. Yeah, there is a main difference between these two concepts, Lamai. Right? Okay. Press my pages. What is that? Oh. නෑනේ මේකද එකයි හරි නේද ඒ වුණේ නෑ මම හිතන්නේ right okay ළමයි Oh, it's not demand. Right. Now I come to page number 24. 24, change in quantity supplied and change in supply. Okay, the lamai. First one, change in quantity supplied. Okay, the lamai. Right. Put a star mark and write down. When other factors affect, write this down. Hmm? Right. Okay, lamai. Write this down. When other factors affecting supply remain constant in quantity supplied of a good related quantity supplied of a good related to a change in price. Change in price. Change in price. Remember, this is caused by change in price of the product. EX. Right? Other factors affecting supply remain constant. Other factors affecting supply. Other factors mean by PY, prices of related goods, cost of inputs, technology, future price expectation. There are two situations of change in supply. First one, lamai, expansion of supply. Second one, contraction in supply, lamai. Change in quantity supplied. Again, there are two parts, lamai. What are the two parts? First one, expansion on supply of supply. This is called, lamai, increase in quantity supplied. Increase in quantity supplied. Increase in quantity supplied. This is called decrease in quantity supplied. Decrease in quantity supply. Decrease in quantity supply. මේකට හරි පරිස්සමට යූස් කරන්න ඕන ළමයි. මෙතන තියෙන්නේ මොකක්ද? increase in quantity supplied. Next concept එක increase in supply ළමයි. බලන්න අනුලි. Done. Dipna?
Answer.
Okay. Sanuli? Are you done? Okay. And put a star marker right down lamai. Write down here supply curve does not shift. supply curve does not shift, but points are moving, points move along the supply curve. ALONG, not E long, right? Along the supply curve. Along. Oh, it's a bit unclear. Okay, right? Supply curve does not shift, but points move along the supply curve. There's only one supply curve here, but points are moving on the supply curve, along the supply. Remember here, supply curve does not shift, Lamai. Clear? Right. What is next one, Lamai? Expansion, very simple, Lamai. Expansion of supply mean here number of units that producers are willing and able to supply increase due to increase in product price, Lamai. Example, Lamai, assume paddy farmers, if they are given a higher price, Lamai, they get motivated. They try to supply more. Okay, the Lamai. So remember, expansion of supply or increase in quantity supplied it is caused by an increase in price of the product itself. Other factors remain constant. Contraction in supply, Lamai, decrease in price. Okay, the Lamai. If producers are given a low price, Lamai, they get discouraged. They try to reduce the supply, Lamai. You get the point? This is called contract. Simple. Right. Right. Next one, Lamai, expansion in supply. Expansion in supply. Next topic. Expansion of supply. You can see, Lamai, when all other determinants remain constant, if the price of concerned good increases, Lamai. This is a reason. If the price of concerned good increases, if the price of concerned good increases, if the price of concerned good increases, where's the arrow? This one. Right, okay. Write this down now. When all other determinants remain constant, if the price of goods, here price of good mean my price of concern good, right? Concern. Price of concern good increases, the quantity supplied increases, then point on the supply curve moves upward along the remember this word, Lama, upward along the supply curve. Okay, the Lama, it means you can see, look at the board for a while. At P1 price, this is the quantity supplied. Okay, the Lama. Then when price goes up, quantity supplied, now producers are willing to supply more. If I ask the reason, why do producers supply more? The reason, how do they make more profit? Because of increase in price of the product. Okay, the Lamai. So then you can see Lamai, this point is moving to new point along the supply curve, right? Supply curve, sorry. Then the point on the supply curve moves upward along the supply curve. Get the point, Lamai? Kalana? Dipna? Kanuli?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, right. Show it, Lamai. Write down the definition first. And highlight the reason, Lamai. And the then point moves upward along the supply curve. Okay, the Lamai. Point is moving upward along the supply. Lamai, remember this is a theory part. Practical application is different. They ask questions, Lamai, in the exam. They use practical application. This is just theory, Lamai. But understand theory. Without theory, you cannot do anything. Label axes properly. Okay, the Lamai. And draw the curve, supply curve, and its upward sloping curve, and there should be capital S to indicate supply curve, Lamai. Remember in economics, Lamai, when drawing diagrams, okay, don't make any small mistake, Lamai. Okay, the Lamai. Do you need more time? Kalana? Dipna? Done. Kanuli?
Answer.
Kanuli? Okay. Right. Next one, Lamai. Now you can guess. Okay, the Lamai. Next one is the contraction in supply, which is caused by a reduction in price of the product itself, while other factors remain constant. Lamai. Yeah. Right. Next one. Contraction in supply, Lamai. Write down the definition. Contraction in supply. Contraction in supply. When all other determinants remain constant, if the price of good decreases, Lamai. If the price of good decrease, here price of the good mean, Lamai, price of the concerned good, right? You won't write it down. Concerned good. Price of the concerned good, Lamai. The product that we are talking about, right? Quantity supply decreases, then point on the supply curve moves downward, Lamai. A point is moving downward along the supply curve. Remember, this this part is so important, Lamai. Along the supply curve. along the supply. Highlight these 2 points, Lamai. The reason is decrease in price of the concerned good, and a point. Okay, the Lamai. A point is moving downward along the supply. Along the supply. And the graph, Lamai. Here you can see quantity supply decreases from QS1 to QS0. The reason is, Lamai, decrease in price of the product. Producers get discouraged due to reduction in price, Lamai. The reason is, Lamai, their profit level goes down. While other factors remain constant, if price of the product decreases, Lamai, the producers are not happy. Okay, because the reason is, Lamai, their profit level goes down, so they try to supply less. Okay, this business has become unprofitable, Lamai. And draw the supply curve. Then you can see, Lamai, assume this point A. This point A is moving downward along the supply curve. Downward along the supply. Downward along the supply. If Friday I did the class, right? I did the mathematics part for supply curve. Please watch the recording. But I have not uploaded it. I'll upload it. No, from next week onwards, I'm going to change date according to your request. Come, right? I'm going to change the class because of which date? Which time do you like? Evening? Really? Sanuli, do you need more time, Puta? Kalana? Okay, then Lamai, change in quantity supplied is gone. It's over. Next one is change in no, Puta, in your tute, it should be in the tute. The next lesson is change in demand. No, it should be change in supply. My mistake. Next one, next in your tute, Lamai. Okay, next page, not change in demand, it should be change in supply. Okay, the Lamai. Right. Change in supply. Yeah, it should be change in supply. Change in supply, Lamai, not demand. Simple, Lamai. As I told you at the beginning, change in supply is caused by change in other factors affecting supply except price of the product. Did it increase or decrease in supply when all other determinants of supply change with the price of the product remains constant. Here my price of the product, which is represented by QPX, remains constant. We use this bar to indicate constant lama. Clear? Right? Remains constant is known as a change in supply. Simple way lama, you can say this change in supply is caused by a change in other factors. Change in other factors affecting supply except price of the product. Okay, the lamai. Right. There are two situations of change in supply. First one, increase in supply. Previous one, expansion of supply or increase in quantity supplied. Here, just increase in supply. Second one, decrease in supply. Okay, the lamai has not been given. No. Right. Okay, lamai, you can write this down. Sanuli watched last day recordings. You absent last day. Okay, but I have not uploaded yet. I'll do it. Okay. That last day session was really important, Lamai, because it's about graphs and drawing supply curve when you are given supply equation. Okay. Right. Halana, Sanuli, are you done or do you need more time? Done. Deepna? Good. Okay. Next one. Then Lamai, increase in supply. Yes. Look at this one, Lamai. Increase in supply. Here, supply curve shift to the right side. Okay, the Lamai. Right. Look at the board. Assume Lamai, price of this product is 10 rupees. Right. Price of this product is 10 rupees. Okay, the Lamai. Assume quantity supply is 1000 units at price 10. Quantity supply is 1000 units, Lamai. Now, producers are willing to supply more. Assume it's 2000 units, Lamai. But look at the price of the product. Has it changed or remained constant? remain constant lamai, because this P1 or 100 rupee price is common to both suppliers. It means lamai, we can say one thing, this cost is not changed by change of, because price of product remain constant 10, sorry 100, it has not changed. So lamai, this change, sorry, this I mean change in supply should be caused by some other factors, not the price. I can say one thing exactly, price has not changed. So this cost, or suppliers are willing to supply more now because of change in other factors. We don't know how other factors have changed. Maybe one of them or two of them. We don't know, but we can say one thing exactly, except price of the product, other factors might have. You get the point? Okay. Here, supply curve shift to the right side. This arrow is compulsory, Lamai. Shows the direction. Okay, right. Okay, Lamai, right. The shift of a supply curve to the right when other factors affecting supply change with price remaining constant is easy. Okay, the Lamai. Let me know once you are done. Kalana, Tanuli, done. Oh. Tanuli, have you drawn the graph? Few seconds. Oh, Google your. Oh, just took a screenshot. Oh, okay, okay. Tipna, done. Kalana, okay, good. Right, next one. Then Lamai, reasons for increase in supply. Possible reasons, Lamai. Next one, increase in. I think next one is the reasons for increase in supply. Yes. Look at the board. What are the factors affecting supply, Lamai? Factors affecting supply. Number one is price of the product. Here, price of the product remains unchanged, Lamai. Right? So, no need to talk about price of the product, right? Let's start with second one, Lamai. What is second one? PY. PY mean Lamai. PY prices of related. Listen me carefully, Lama. Actually, last day I didn't explain this PY in detail. Okay, the Lama. Here, listen me carefully. So what is mean by PY here? Prices of rate. When it comes to demand, there are two, I mean, products, related products, substitute goods and complementary goods. When it comes to demand, Lamai, here, related products mean Lamai, products or goods that can be produced, that can be produced using same factors of production, same factors of production. Give me 1 minute, Lama. Thank you, Andy. Uh, Prices of related goods, right? PY mean prices of related goods. Prices of related. Prices of related goods. Prices of. Okay, the lamai. Hmm? Right. Look at the board, lamai. Here, the related products mean lamai. The goods and services which are produced using same factors of production. Example, lamai, potato and carrot. Just imagine, lamai. We can use potato using factors of production. I mean, land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship used to produce potato. You get the point? Okay. Related goods mean lamai. Assume carrot and potato. Okay, the lamai. We use land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship to produce carrot lamai. And also we need land, especially land, labor lamai, capital, and entrepreneurship to produce potato. Okay, the lamai. So we can use same factors of production. Assume my concern product is potato lamai. I'm talking about supply of potato lamai. My concern product is potato. Okay, the lamai. Huh? Yeah. Okay, the lamai. Oh, lang kala. Okay, the lamai. So here the related product of potato is carrot. Why? We can produce carrot using same factors of production used to produce. Okay, the lamai. Right. Now just imagine, lamai, carrot prices have increased in the market. mean producing carrot is so profitable lamai than producing potato lamai. And what do producers? They try to increase the supply of carrot lamai. They allocate more resources to produce carrot, which is more profitable lamai. Then what happens to potato supply? Supply of potato decrease. Kalan, did you get the point?
Yes, sir.
Sanuli? Yeah. Dipna?
Yes, sir.
Yes, lamai. Okay, then. Uh, can we take new one? Right. Assume lamai, there is a land and there's a farmer. Okay, this farmer evenly distribute this land into two parts. One part is used to cultivate potato. Other part is used to cultivate carrot lamai. My concern product is potato. I'm talking about supply of potato lamai. Now assume carrot prices have decreased lamai. Carrot prices have been decreasing. Okay, continuously it keeps decreasing lamai. Then it means lamai, the producing carrot is not much profitable. Then lamai, producers try to use more factors of production to produce the product which is more profitable lamai. Then what happens to potato production lamai? Carrot production decreases. Okay, the lamai. Has potato price changed lamai? No, something else. Okay, the lamai, change in price of related good. Remember lamai, 2014 A level. Okay, the lamai, there's a question. What is mean by prices of related goods in supply? They are here PY mean lamai, not the prices of complementary goods and substitute goods. Kalana, it's talking about prices of goods and services which can be produced using same factors of production. Okay, the lamai. Okay, if you want, write this down. It's talking about the potato carrot. Okay, the lamai. Okay. Put a star mark and write down lamai. Related goods mean prices of related goods in supply means uh, prices of prices of goods and services, goods and services that can be produced, that can be produced using same factors of production, same factors of production, same factors of production which are used to produce, which are used to produce the concerned good, the concern. It can be even service lama. Example like assume entrepreneur has two options. Okay, the lama. Conduct in a hotel and start in a construction. If hospital, okay, just imagine lama. If construction industry or hospital industry is so profitable lama, they try to shift resources from unprofitable industry to profitable industry. Yeah. ඒකට මතකද කොවිඩ් කාලේ හැමෝම ළමයි මාස්ක් එහෙම වික්කේ. මාස්ක්, සැනිටයිසර්. ඔව්. ඇයි ළමයි මතකද හොටෙල්ස් කන්වර්ට් සෝරි. ඔව් හොටෙල්ස් කන්වර්ට් කරා මොනවටද? හොස්පිටල්ස් වලට ළමයි. අර මොනවද ඒවට කියන්නේ මේ ඒ කියන්නේ ඒ දවස්වල ළමයි හොටෙල්ස් වල ඩිමාන්ඩ් එකක් නැහැ නේ ළමයි. උන් සර්වයිව් වෙන්න මොකද්ද කරේ? අර මොකක්ද ඒවට කියන්නේ ළමයි මේ? මට මතක ක්වරන්ටයින් ඔව් ඒවා කන්වර්ට් කරා ක්වරන්ටයින් you get the point. ඒතකොට ඒ වෙලාවේ ප්‍රොෆිටබල් එක ඒකනේ ළමයි. මම කියන එක තේරෙනවද? හොටෙල් එකට ගිහිල්ලාවත් නෑ එහෙම ඒවා. මේ ලක්සරි හොටෙල්ස් ළමයි. මම කියන එක තේරෙනවද? ඒක තමයි මේ සිස්ටම් එකේ හැටි එහෙම තමයි ළමයි. Profit the number one is the profit. Because the demand and supply mean totally. Have you learned about economic systems? Market economic system, command economic system. නේද ළමයි? Marketing in the market economic system ළමයි all economic problems are solved by price mechanism. Price mechanism mean demand and supply ළමයි. How we are doing demand and supply. නේද ළමයි? Okay. ඒ කියන්නේ market economy කියලා ළමයි යාළායි වෙන මොනවත් හිතන්නේ නැහැ. මොකක්ද හිතන්නේ ළමයි? profit එක තමයි. self interest ළමයි. ඒ උන්ට හෙන ගැහුවත් කමක් නැහැ. self interest. නේද ළමයි? That's the nature. Even myself ළමයි. In nature we are really selfish lamai, but we try to act like we are not selfish, but really reality, the truth, the bitter truth is all are selfish. Clear the lamai? But we try to act, oh my god, I'm not selfish, about society and everything. Oh yeah, 100%, it's not wrong. Yeah. Need to be selfish to survive even. No, the weak point is lamai, I have seen some people, they try to act. It's the most worst thing lamai. They try to act, oh my god, not selfish. Get the point? Have you seen such people ළමයි? අරන මාර විදිහට පෙන්වන්න ඕනේ. එහෙම නෑ මම නෑ. ඕ මාරයි. හැබැයි ඇත්තටම මාර රියැලිටි එක මාර කියන එක. නේද ළමයි? හැමෝම even myself. That's I told you. Right. So can you hear me ළමයි?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Sorry. These are the reasons affecting supply to increase ළමයි. Okay, increase in supply means supply curve shift to the right side. These are the reasons. Number one, decrease in prices of related goods. Okay ද ළමයි? දැන් ඔයාගේ product එක potato නම් concern product එක. ඒකේ supply එක increase වෙන ළමයි carrot වල price එක decrease වෙන්න ඕන. Okay? The decrease in prices of related goods. Okay? Second one ළමයි decrease in prices of inputs. What are the prices of inputs ළමයි? Decrease in prices of inputs. Hmm. Right. Number one, decrease in prices of related goods. Second one, decrease in prices of inputs. What are the prices of inputs? Here, inputs mean wage, prices of raw materials, lamai, prices of raw materials. Okay, the lamai, the prices of electricity. Okay, the lamai. These are the cost of inputs, lamai. If cost of inputs decrease, lamai, producers get motivated, lamai. They try to supply more. It means lamai, supply increases and supply curve shifts to right side. What is third one? Development in technology. If we can use advanced technology like robotics in our production process, lamai, we can reduce the cost. When cost reduces, lamai, we get motivated. Why? Our profit increases, lamai. So they try to increase. Third one, sorry, fourth one, increase in number of suppliers. Simple, lamai. If there are more suppliers in the market supply will increase, lamai. Clear the lamai. Example, lamai. If there are more paddy farmers, the market, lamai, they will try to supply more. The entire supply is increased by many number of sellers. Next one, cut off government taxes. Putha, don't worry about this point because there's a separate lesson for taxes in your syllabus. We need to discuss the direct, indirect taxes in detail. So remember, Lamai, supply increases when government removes taxes. Okay, the Lamai. Don't worry about that. Just write it down. Next one, supply of subsidies. Putha, what is meant by subsidies? Subsidy taxes. Taxes mean, what does it mean? Taxes mean producers have to pay money to the government. Subsidy mean opposite, Lamai. Government provides some incentives to producers. Purpose, motivate to increase the production, lamai. Best example, paddy the fertilizer subsidy in Sri Lanka, lamai. The government has been giving this fertilizer subsidy to producers since 2006, lamai. Now it's more than 20 years. What is the purpose, lamai? Motivate the people. If subsidies are given, lamai, suppliers are motivated and they try to supply more, supply increases and supply curve shifts to the right side. Next one, expectation that the price will reduce in the future. Okay, the lamai. Now producers believe that product price will decrease in the future, lamai. Then they try to supply more today. Why? If they, yes. Okay, the lamai. If they wait until price goes down in the future, lamai, their profitability decreases. So to avoid this less profitability, lamai, they try to supply more today. Then what happens? Supply, lamai, increases, supply curve shift to the side. You get the point? Here, has price of the product changed, lamai? No, something else. Future price expectation. People or producers believe that future price is expected to decrease, lamai. That's why they tried. There's a rush to supply more today. Clear the lamai? I have seen this in paddy cultivation, vegetables, big onion, potato. Okay, the lamai. If I mean producers believe that future price, the product price is expected to decrease in the future, they try to supply more. Clear the lamai. To avoid future losses. Clear the lamai. These are the reasons affecting supply to increase. Clear the lamai. Sanuli, are you okay? Kalana, Dipna?
Yes.
Okay, write down these
Clear.
factors. Yes. Factors affecting supply to increase. cut off the government taxes. This is called removal of taxes. Removal of taxes. Removal of indirect taxes. Indirect taxes mean the taxes imposed on goods and services. There's another part now. It's called direct taxes, not applied here. Here we can say Lamai provide of subsidies. Provide of subsidy. Subsidy. Subsidies mean Lamai some incentive given by the government to producers to encourage the production. In Sri Lanka, fertilizer subsidy has been very common, Lamai. Okay, and fishermen are given subsidies sometimes, especially this fuel subsidy, Lamai. Okay, the Lamai. Tea producers are given subsidies because government wants to increase the tea exports, Lamai. Huh? Yeah, yes. Okay, the Lamai. Uh, hmm. Okay, the Lamai. Right. Then I can remember 2020, 2021, Lamai. Government gave some subsidies to people who produce some, let's call organic fertilizer. Okay, the Lamai, because that organic farming, okay, the Lamai, this government wanted to promote organic farming. Okay, the Lamai. Right. Kalana, do you need more time? Sanuli, finish. Dipna, done. Good. Right. Next one, Lamai, decrease in supply. Decrease in supply. Write it down now, Lamai. Now you can. Decrease in supply means supply curve shifts to left side. Reason, Lamai, change in other factors. Here, price of the product remains unchanged and supply curve shift to the left side. Right? To the left when other factors affecting supply change with the price remaining constant. Price remain constant. Other factors change, yes. Then you can say Lamai, same price but quantity supply. The number of units that producers are willing and able to supply have decreased, Lamai, due to change in other factors, not the price of the product, because price of the product remains unchanged. Okay, the Lamai. An arrow is compulsory, Lamai. Don't forget this arrow, it shows the direction. Still, Lama, in your one is not government school, right? Semi-government. Okay, the Lama. Right. Supply curve, finish. Right. Next one, Lama. Decrease in supply. Reasons for decrease in supply. Reasons for decrease in supply. Yes. Reasons for decrease in supply is totally opposite, Lama. Here, supply curve shift to the left side. Yes. Okay, the Lama. Okay, the Lama. The following reasons to supply curve, sorry, shift the supply curve to the right. Yes. First one, increase in price of related goods. Increase in prices of related goods. Second one, increase in prices of inputs. Lama. This is very common in Sri Lanka. I can remember during the Sri Lankan financial crisis 2022 අර තෙල් නැතුව එහෙම දැඟලුවේ අපි ළමයි. ඒ කාලේ ගොඩක් businesses එයාලා මේ පහලා දැම්මලා කියන එක තේරෙනවද? Increase in price of inputs ළමයි. අමාරුයි. Garment factories ළමයි. Okay, the ළමයි. They really suffered because of increase in prices of it. Wage, raw material. Okay, the ළමයි. Especially garment factories because now when foreign exchange the rupee depreciates, what happens to the price of imports ළමයි? Please, ළමයි. We have to pay a higher price in rupees. Okay, the ළමයි. Yeah. Then yeah, decrease in price of in here price of inputs mean ළමයි wage, prices of raw materials, electricity. Okay, the ළමයි. Next one, use of outdated technology ළමයි. If you use outdated technology, remember ළමයි, this technology affects cost directly. Okay, the ළමයි. If you use outdated technology, what happens? Production cost increases ළමයි. Profitability decreases. Then they try to reduce the supply. Okay, the ළමයි. Next one, decrease in number of suppliers in the market. Fifth one, increase in government taxes for suppliers ළමයි. These are called indirect taxes ළමයි. VAT, indirect taxes, indirect tax. Cut off, yes, subsidies, removal of subsidies. Next one, expectation that price will increase in the future. Producers හිතනවා ඉස්සරහට තමයි price එක increase වෙන්නේ කියලා. ඒකට යාලා අද දාන්නේ නැහැ market එකට. ඔක්කොම store කරලා තියා ගන්නවා. ඒතර අද supply එක decrease වෙනවා. Clear ද ළමයි? මේ product එකේ price එක change වෙලාද ළමයි? නෑ cost එක change වෙලාද? නෑ government එක මේ taxes දාලාද? නෑ මොකද්ද මේ? එයාලා හිතනවා the future price is expected to increase. බලන්න ළමයි වෙන මොනවද change වෙලා නෑ මේ mind එකේ පොඩි අවුලක් තියෙනවා. එයාලා හිතනවා මේව වෙයි කියලා. කියන එක තේනවා. ඒත් එක්ක supply එක change. නේද? ඔව්. clear ද ළමයි? ඇයි අර කා මාකට් එකේ ළමයි. එයාලට හිතුණා price එක ඉස්සරහට increase වෙයි කියලා ආත්මිකට විකුණන්න යනවා. කියන් ඉන්නවා. clear ද ළමයි? Alana, Dipna, Sanuli, ask anything, right? If you have any doubt, let me know. Cut of subsidies mean lamai removal of subsidies, right? Removal of subsidies. Lamai stop providing subsidies. Okay, the lamai. Kalana, Sanuli, finish. Need more time. Finish. Sanuli. Okay, lamai. Good. Then, yeah, this is a summary of the lesson, lamai. Uh, Lesson recap. Concept rest one. Change in quantity supplied. Price of the concerned good. Changes. Other determinants. Constant. Here, the supply curve shift or points moving along the supply curve? Points moving along the supply. Second one, change in supply. In change in supply, my price of the product constant. What about other factors? Change. Okay, the lamai. Suddenly, what happens to supply curve? Yes. Suddenly, what happens to supply curve in second concept? Change in supply shifts to the left side or right side. Yes, good. Right. Okay, Lamai. Then there's a small topic. Page number 23. Change in market supply and individual supply. This is a very simple concept, Lama. Individual supply and market supply. Okay, Lama. This is my today focus. Market supply. Sorry. Change in supply and change in quantity supplied is over. Okay, Lama. Then my next point is Lama. Individual supply and market supply. It's a very simple one, Lama. Individual supply means supply of one firm. The number of units that one firm is willing and able to supply at different market prices. It's talking about supply of one firm. Right? Individual supply and market supply. Remember, individual supply focuses on supply of one firm. Okay, the number of units that one firm is willing and able to supply at, but remember, at different market prices. Okay, second one, market supply. Market supply means supply of all firms in the market. Okay, it's talking about the supply or the number of units that all producers are willing and able to supply to the market. Okay, the lamai. Example, lamai, if we talk about paddy market, lamai, this is talking about, yes, the supply of one farmer, right? The one farmer or one producer, right? The number of units that one producer is willing and able to supply. Market supply means all producers, lamai. Number of units that all producers are willing and able to supply to the market. And remember, lamai, market supply is a sum of individual supply. If you want to calculate market supply and all individual supply together, you can have one. Simple, lamai, right? Okay. Sanuli, okay. Tipna, okay. Kalana, right. Yeah. No, definition has not been given. Okay, the lama, individual supply, or we can say institutional supply. Okay, the lama. Write down the definition. Uh, in a certain period of time, the amount willing to supply at alternative prices, yes, by such as institution. This means talking about one institute, right? Is known as institutional supply. The kilograms of paddy that farmer sells in all one farmer, lamai. Okay. Under the individual supply, quantity supplied of one seller or producer in the market is discussed. Yes, talking about producer of one supply of one firm. Okay, the lamai. Write this down. Definition. You can say lamai, number of units, number of units that one firm, lamai, a firm is willing and able to supply. Willing and able to supply. Able to supply. Okay, the lamai, at different market prices. At different prices. Market. This definition also fine, lamai. Okay, the lamai. Right. Next one, market supply. Uta, do you need more time? Those who
No, sir.
no, right. Next one, market supply, lamai. See, market supply means the sum of total institutions product of a particular good or service is known as market supply. Sum of all farmers who grow paddy for sale. Yes, market supply is a summation of individual supplies. Lamai, for future lessons, the important concept is a market supply, not individual. Yeah, yes, market supply is a sum of individual supplies. Another story, but most important one is the market supply, especially for calculating equilibrium. For all other future lessons, Lamai, we need market supply. Continue. Or you can say here the number of units that all firms are willing and able to sell at different markets. That's called market supply. Let me know once you are done, Lamai. Kalana? Done. Right. Next one. There's a small example. Right. Let's do this example, Lamai. Okay, the Lamai. Right. Look at the board. Same. Table, right? Yeah. Look at the board, Lamai. At price 4, here there are only 3 firms. Market is dominated by how many firms, Lamai? 3 firms. It can be many, few or one firm, Lamai. Example, Lamai, Sri Lankan railway market or electricity. The entire market is dominated by one seller. At that point, Lamai, market supply and individual supply both are same. Okay, the Lamai. Then when it comes to toothpaste market in Sri Lanka, how many sellers, Lamai? I'm talking about main brands, Lamai. Few or many or one. Few, Lamai. You can count maximum like 10, 15, right? Okay, the Lamai. Then telecommunication market in Sri Lanka. Oh yeah, 4. Entire market is dominated by 4 firms. Okay, the Lamai. Okay, the Lamai. Then total supply of telecommunication market mean the supply of all firms, Lamai, Dialog, Mobitel, and clear the Lamai. Yes. Look at this example. At price 4, firm A is willing to supply 20 units. B 150. C minus 10. Forget minus 10. It's not practical, but okay, the Lamai. For example, it's okay. Then Lamai, total market supply. How many units, Lamai? Yes, A is willing to supply 20, B 150, 160 minus 10. Sorry, 170. Here, the total market supply is 160. Okay, the Lamai. Price 8. When now price has increased, Lamai, firm A is willing to supply 60 units. B 200, C 10. Now, why do they supply different quantities at same price? Yes, Lamai. They might their the resources they have, their willingness, Lamai. Okay, the Lamai. Whether it's a small or large firm, Lamai. If it is a large firm, they can supply more. If it is a small firm, supply. But anyway, my market supply is 270 units. Yeah, there's a maximum supply in the market. Okay, not the maximum. That's a number of units that producers are supplying at this moment. The moment that we are talking about. Next one, at price 12, Lamai, A is willing to supply 100, B 250, C only 30. Total supply, Lamai, 380. Here, 490. Last one. Okay, the Lamai. Dipna, are you okay? Any doubt?
No, sir.
No. Right. Next one, Lamai. Now, Lamai, I want you to derive supply equations for A, B, C, and market, Lamai. How many supply? Sorry, supply equations. How many supply equations, Lamai? 3 plus different one for the market, then altogether 4 supply equations. Did you get the point? Right? Yeah. I'll give you 5 minutes, Lamai. Derive supply equations for A, B, C, and to the market. Can you remember the equation, my common equation of a linear supply curve? Alana, very good. Yes. QS equals A plus BP. How to calculate B, Lamai? Can you remember? I think we did some questions last day. Yes. B. How to calculate B? Sanuli? Sanuli? How to calculate slope of the supply curve? No, no. Yeah, it's okay. But now we are talking about supply to the change in quantity supplied divided by change in price. Yeah, this is dependent, this is independent. But when it comes to supply, delta QS over delta P. Okay, Dulamai. I want you to, oh my God. I want you to derive supply equation like this. Yeah, supply equation for A, producer B, producer C, and to the market. Yeah, something. Do it yourself, Lama. Derive supply equation and send me a photo, Lama. Send me a photo of your answer. Dipna, Kalana, Sanuli. Make it quick, Lamai. Now you know how to derive supply equations. Don't take much time. I'll show you how to derive supply equation for person A. Okay, the Lamai, right? Person A. These are the prices, price and quantity supplied of person A. Prices, Lamai. 4, 8, 12, 16. A supply 20, 60, 100, 140, Lamai. Yeah, 180. And how to derive supply equation? QD equals A plus BP. Calculate B first, delta QS over delta P. Okay, the Lamai. Now delta QS. Delta QS mean Lamai, changing change in quantity supplied. How many means Lamai? 40. Delta QS equals 40. Change in price from 4 to 8 Lamai. Doesn't matter Lama, in your level, the gap is equal. 4. Change in P, price is 4 rupees. Okay, the Lamai. Then Lamai, change in QS 40 divided by change in price 4, slope is 10. Now you can substitute calculated slope. QD equals A plus, yes, 10P Lamai. Okay. Now you can choose any point. I'll choose last this point. Price 16 and quantity supplied 140. Be careful when substitute, Lamaya. Quantities, no, not quantity, condition. US. It's 140 units equals A plus 10 into price is, corresponding price is 16. 140 equals A plus 160. A equals Lamai 140 minus 160. A equals minus 20. This is supply equation of person. You can say Lamai QSA. QSA mean A supply equation equals minus 20 plus 10P, right? Right. Derive supply equation for person B, C, and to the market. Yes. When deriving supply equation for person B lamai, you need to consider supply data for person B when taking differences and everything lamai. What is the equation of B lamai? US equals B. Oh, 140 මොකක්ද? Minus 30 plus. Oh, මොකක්ද ගත්ත point එක ළමයි? Price 4 and quantity? No, 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 no. Help. Stop is okay. I'm asking about this part. Which point did you? Yeah, it should be 150. You need to consider B's information because now we are deriving equation for person B. හරිද ළමයි? හරිද? එතන. ළමයි send me a photo. Hurry up. Kalana, I got your one. Yes, very good. 12.5 and minus 30. Yeah, very good. You can draw supply curves as well, Kalana. Good. Dipna, Sanuli, done no, need more time.
Mhm.
Okay, right. No, I mean, I'm asking about equations.
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay. Take time. It's okay. It's okay. 100 firm C. Pudar, you need to, Dipna, derive supply equation for market as well. Market. Yeah, ABC, firm A, B, C are okay. Correct. Perfect. No issue. Derive the supply equation for market. The entire market. Yeah. Yes, minus 30. Equation of C, right? Then it should be QS equal minus 30 plus 5P. Minus 30 plus. Market ticket for that. Oh, okay, the lamai. Listen to me for a while, lamai. Then A's equation should be QSA equals, what is the equation, lamai? Minus 20 plus 10P, right? Yes. QSB. B supply equation equals 100 plus 100 plus 12.5P. C, firm C equation is minus 30 plus 5P. Okay, the lamai. But if you add these three supply equations together, all together, you can calculate market supply equation. It's called QSM. It should be lamai here minus at all intercepts lamai minus 20, 100 is plus, is in total value plus 50. Plus 50 plus 3 intercepts, sorry, 3 slopes together 10, 12.5, 22.5, 27. This is a market supply. Clear the lamai. Dipna, Sanuli, are you okay, Puta?
Yes, sir.
Sanuli? Okay, good. Then you can draw supply curves for person A, sorry, firm A, firm B, and firm C. So let's stop the class. Look at the board, Lamai. I want you to complete this question like this. This is a mess up. Yes. Okay, Lamai. Then I have shown you, if you add these two supply curves together, Lamai, you can calculate market supply equation. I'll send this presentation to the group. Huh? Then, Lamai, draw these three supply curves like this. Then if you draw all supply curves together, this is a shape. This is A supply curve, B supply curve, C supply curve, and market supply. Okay, the Lamai. This supply curve is the sum of these three supply curves. You get the point, Lamai? Yes. Okay, you can do this question as homework. Lamai. Then demand and supply part is over. Next lesson, Lamai. Next lesson is market equilibrium. It's very interesting lesson, Lamai. Okay, see you next day. Sanuli, thank you for coming. Dipna. Uh, right, Sanuli, watch recordings. Okay, right. Okay, Lamai. Have a nice day. Bye. Bye bye.